Hello, Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review / recap with my opinion on Love After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 32. It's titled Runaway Fiance. This is part 1. I'll be back after this with part 2 with the other couples that I didn't mention in this one. Okay, let's get started. First couple is Zara and Troy. So Zara is with the psychic. That's where we left off last week. She's with the psychic, and the psychic told her that her and Troy will not make it. Zara is crying, and the psychic gives her a hug. Zara asks the psychic, if there is any hope. The psychic said, nah, there's absolutely no hope for y'all. There's no hope for y'all whatsoever. My thing is, why didn't she ask the psychic first before she married Troy? She should have asked the psychic, should I marry this guy? Is he going to be good? Is it going to be a good thing? She should have asked the psychic before she married him. Why didn't she do that? But I'm pretty sure she's not going to divorce Troy no matter what this psychic tells her. Okay, so she leaves out and she's on her way to her car, and Troy calls and he asks her, how did the reading go? And she lied and said it went well. No, it didn't. You were just bawling your eyes out. But I guess she didn't want to upset him, so she didn't tell him. So he told her what time to pick him up the next day, because he's getting released the next day. So he told her what time to pick him up the next day from prison. And they're both really excited to see each other. The next day, Zara, her father, her mother, and her brother, they go to the prison to pick up Troy. Her brother is driving her car, and her parents are following behind them. And she brought the money bouquet with her. Why didn't she just leave that at home and give that to him when he get home? That's so tacky to take it with her. She's going to hand that to him when he gets out of jail? I don't like that. She should just left the damn thing at home. Anyway, they drive to the prison, and then I think she told her brother to film them meeting the first time. When he comes out, film them hugging and kissing and greeting each other. And Zara, she's worried that the things Troy said to her in prison won't be the things he say to her when he gets out. Nice lovey-dovey and, wonderful things he's saying to her while he's in prison. She's hoping that's the same energy he has when he gets out of prison. So while they're driving to the prison, Troy called, and he's excited to get out. He can't wait to see her. He said he was so excited he couldn't sleep the night before. So then after she talks to him, Zara receives a text. They get to the prison and they park, and then Zara receives a text from Troy's P.O. telling her that the P.O. is picking. He's going to pick up Troy from the prison, and that Troy should have been notified by the jail. The correctional officers should have told Troy that that's what was going to happen, so that Troy could relay that message to her. But that didn't happen. So then Troy called Zara, and he said he's waiting for the P.O. to come get him. And she said, yeah, I know. The P.O. sent me a message saying that he's supposed to pick you up. And Troy is pissed because they waited until the last minute to tell him that the P.O. was coming to pick him up. Troy said he feels violated. I think he's being a bit dramatic. How do you feel violated? And he's ranting and raving and carrying on. He's acting like the P.O. is going to take him somewhere and do something bad to him. So Zara and her parents and her brother, they decide to drive closer to where the jail is so that they can see when the P.O. comes to get Troy. So while they're driving closer up towards the jail, they see Troy getting into a vehicle. So they decide to follow the vehicle. And the vehicle is driving really, really fast on the highway. And they're trying to dodge cars. And it's like a high-speed chase, she said. Trying to keep up with the P.O.'s car so they can see where the P.O. is taking Troy. Because Troy thinks, he swears up and down he's being kidnapped. So they kind of fell back a little ways, and then but they saw where the car turned into. But by the time they got to the parking lot, Troy and the PO had already gone into the building, but they saw the PO's car parked. So they parked, close by, and the her and her parents and brother, they stood outside the parking lot waiting to see if Troy will ever get out of that damn building. In the meantime, they're complaining that Troy already did his time. Why they messing with him? Why don't they leave him alone? Why don't they just release him? He did the crime and he did his time. Now it's time for him to get out. Blah 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 blah. And then Zara was talking about how she did jail with him emotionally because she didn't go out with her friends. Blah blase this, blase that. But I say this to you, Zara. You're the one that decided to marry a criminal. Okay? Okay. Next up, we have Kim and Joey. So Kim is on her way. I guess she's running errands before she picks up Joey. I guess she's picking up Joey the next day, I think, probably. But she's driving, and while she was driving, last week Joey had called her and told her that some chick named Andrea had called him and said she was his guardian angel, telling him how Kim is messing around with her husband and messing around with hugging some tall, light-skinned dude. Yeah, some girl named Ashley had texted him and told him this. But Kim denied the allegations. She said she did go out to a brewery and she took a picture with a friend named Josh. Come to find out that these two have a lot of drama going on. Kim and Joey, they have a lot of drama going on. Kim is still married to her husband. Joey has a crazy ex-girlfriend who won't let him go. She keeps texting Kim messages about what Joey is doing. They all live in a small town. Everybody's sleeping with everybody. Everybody know everybody. Everybody know each other. What her and Joey need to do is, when Joey's released from prison, they need to move to another town. They need to leave that town and move to another town and start over fresh. While still driving, Kim called her friend to let her friend know what Joey had told her, that some skank is saying that she's messing around and she's with her ex-husband, because I guess the light-skinned dude is her ex-husband. The friend said, well, when do you have all this time to mess around with all these men? And Kim was like, I don't know. And Kim thinks that it's either Joey's ex or her ex-husband, spreading rumors about them, trying to stir up trouble. And the friend agreed. It has to be either your ex or Joey's ex trying to stir up trouble. So she goes to her cousin, who is a nail technician. She goes to get her nail done. And the cousin does not know that she's dating Joey. Kim is still wearing her wedding band, so everybody's thinking that she's still married and everything is going well. But the cousin apparently must have heard something, because the cousin says to Kim, how is Kenny? Are you two going through a divorce? And Kim said yes. And Kim told her that they have been separated for 9 months. Kim let us know that in North Carolina, you have to be living separately for a minimum of a year before you can get divorced. So in 3 months, since they've been living together for 9 months, in 3 months, she can get her divorce. And then she said when Joey gets released, 6 months after he gets released, she's going to marry him. So she has it all planned out. So Kim told her cousin that Kenny does not approve of her new boyfriend. So the cousin is shocked and mad when Kim told her that the new boyfriend is Joey. The cousin told us that she dated Joey for a year when she was 15, 16 years old. Damn, that is a small town, isn't it? The cousin said she lost her virginity to Joey. The cousin asked Kim if she liked Joey back then while Joey was dating her. And she told her yes. She said that, as a matter of fact, Joey cheated on you with me. That's what Kim told her cousin. Kim told us that when Joey was dating her cousin, Joey used to come to her house and they used to go to the basement and they used to do everything under the sun other than sex. Why did they do everything other than sex? That doesn't make sense. Just do some sex. You cheated. So her and the cousin, they agreed that Joey probably cheated with a lot of people. The cousin asked her, how does she know that Joey won't cheat on her now? Kim said, I don't know that. I'm just going to have to trust him. And then she said, and plus people do change. So she told her cousin that Joey gets out tomorrow, the next day, and they plan on getting married, after a while. Kim told the cousin that Joey is in prison for identity theft. The cousin told us that when Joey gets out, he is going to spend Christmas with Kim and her kids. Then he's going to steal her shit, break her heart, and bounce. Yep, that's what happened there. Last but not least, we have Shante and True. Shante and True are driving home from prison. True can't believe that he is finally free. He said he is on parole until March 2026. That's 2 years from now, so that's not bad, but this probably was filmed in 2023, so that's still not that long to be on parole. But he claimed that he is going to do whatever he wants to do while on parole. And that's the attitude that would get him sent right back to jail. But I do like the fact that he is enjoying the simple things in life. He's chewing gum, because I guess in prison he can't get gum. He's chewing the hell out of some gum, and he's blowing bubbles and popping the bubbles, because he couldn't do that in prison. But he's, enjoying that little simple thing that we get to do if we feel like it. So then they go to a restaurant, him, Shante, his sister, and the sister's 2 kids. They go to a restaurant to have something to eat. And then he said in the restaurant he feels like he's on a TV show. True, you are on a TV show. It's called Love After Lockup, boo. His nephew was very excited to have him there. He's so excited for his uncle to be out. And True needs to realize how hard it is on his family when he's locked up. These prisoners, they need to realize that when they get locked up, it's hard on their freaking families. True feels that as long as he is not committing any crime, his PO should be fine with him. But that's not true. It's not because you're not committing crimes. There are rules. Your PO is going to have rules for you. Your PO may put a curfew on you. The PO may want you to get a job. The PO may want you not to travel, may not want you to travel too far out of state. The PO may want you to check in with them ever so often. The PO may want to give you a drug test. It's not just you not committing a crime. You're on parole, ass. Do you know that? You're on parole. And if you mess up, you're going to go back to jail. He just doesn't seem to understand that. You have to do what the PO tells you to do, or back to prison with you. I feel like he's going to go back to prison because his attitude is not the best attitude to have. It's not a good attitude to have. He's talking about, I can do anything I want on parole. No, you cannot. True said goodbye to his sister, niece, and nephew. Then he goes into the bathroom to change into the outfit that Chantel bought for him. And she claims that the clothes and the jewelry that she got for True's release cost her about $2,500. That's crazy. Crazy. And that's why True is with Chantal, because she buys him anything he wants. That's why he's with her. So True puts on this outfit, and I never once heard the words "thank you" come out of his mouth. Maybe he said it off camera, but I would have liked to have heard him say to her, "Thank you, baby. I like these. Thank you." Something. Show some appreciation. Money don't just fall from the tree. So they're in the car driving, and he started talking about how he wanted the sex with her. He told us that he is a monster when it comes to sex. He's just telling us way too much, because I don't want to hear none of that. Then he made her go to a sex shop. He told the sex shop lady that he just got out of prison for 13 years, and he wants toys to use on Shante. Then he told us some things the nurse and female CO correctional officers asked the men prisoners to do. I didn't want to hear that shit either. So Chantel, while True is in the sex shop, looking at sex toys, Chantel goes outside and calls her friend and told her friend that, man, he got me up in the sex shop. And she said she was scared. Chantel says she knows nothing about sex toys and she's not that experienced with sex. She is nervous and she said she can't wait for this day to be over with. In the meantime, True is thinking that Shantae is a undercover freak. True said he's been with 22 women. I don't know why he's telling us all this. Nobody cares. Overall, Chantel ended up spending $199.81 in this sex shop. So then the producer asked Chantal if True knows that she lost her job. She said no, and she said she don't plan on telling him. That's what it is. She wants him to think that she has money so that he'll stay with her. And she claims she's using her savings to pay for everything. Now, as far as I'm concerned, a sex shop is usually for like couples who have been dating for a long time, or couples who have been married for a long time, and they want to put some oomph back into their sex life. They want to make their sex life a little bit more interesting, more exciting. I don't think sex shop is for young men coming out of prison after being in prison for 13 years. He should be ready to go. He shouldn't need no sex toys. But yeah, that's where he went. So they get to the Airbnb and True is paranoid. He thinks that the owners of the Airbnb has hidden cameras watching them and recording them. I think she said the Airbnb had 4 bedrooms and they were staying for 7 days. Now I know that's expensive. 4 bedrooms and they're staying for 7 days? I think she just wants him to think that she has money so that he'll stay with her. But she doesn't have any money. She lost her job. She's using her savings. When the savings run out, she's going to use the money from the show. And then when that run out, then what? So then they're in the bedroom, laying on the bed, and he's showing her the sex toys and explaining to her, how the sex is going to happen with the sex toys. And she's not with it. She's not with it at all. She told us that she has not had sex for 5 years. Anyway, he picks her up and takes her to the bathroom and closes the door. And I'm happy that they did not show us anything else after that. The next morning, True is gone. Chantal can't find True. She has no clue where the hell he is. And that was that. That's the end. Please come back for part 2, where I discuss the other couples. Princess on a Pillow here. Thank you so very much for watching. Bye.